What is going on? I hope everybody is having an amazing day. Welcome to the first official video within the beginners course family. So this is going to be a video that just briefly but descriptively explains just the style of trading that we're going to be getting involved with over here. So with that being said, I want you guys to understand that there's a lot of different ways that you could be trading, but the way that is most common is going to be referred to as retail. Okay, so retail trading is going to consist of just various patterns, indicators, and typically things that just don't work for the most part for the majority of people, right? This is a fact because over 80% of people who actually participate in these markets lose, and the reason for that is because they're not able to gain access to the correct education. So retail versus smart money, right? Retail, like I said, consists of support, resistance, head and shoulders, M's and W's, all of those things. Smart money is really how the banks are going to be able to enter the markets, because if we understand fundamentally, the banks are actually controlling most of the money. So a bulk of the 7 trillion plus that goes through these markets every single day is actually being contributed by the banks. So the biggest difference in these two styles of trading, right, is going to be these things, right? So get rich quick. Typically, right, if you're trading retail, right, your goal is going to be to get rich quick, right? But when we sit here and we trade with smart money, right, the difference is consistent gains. So we can see with retail, people want to get rich quick. So people want instant gratification. And one thing that it blows my mind is I want you guys to imagine when you started school. If you ever went to high school, if you ever went to university or college, it takes about 3 to 4 years to graduate, minimum. And throughout that duration of time, you do not get paid for the education that you're learning. So most people go to school for 3-4 years and don't expect to receive a paycheck and are okay with being in debt. But when it comes to investing into education that's going to teach you how to be free, people have an issue with that. So retail versus smart money, right? Consistent gains, right? Somebody who is thinking long term is not focused on getting rich quick, but they're actually focused on small, consistent gains. Because someone who wants to get rich quick is going to sit here and have the expectation that their money is going to get flipped instantly. But somebody who comes in and has the smart money mentality, they're going to sit here and understand they just need consistent gains. They don't need huge wins, but they're okay with risking a consistent amount to make sure that they don't lose their capital, right? Because one of the biggest secrets in this game family is going to be account preservation. So you simply want to be able to preserve your capital for as long as possible. Okay, so the get rich quick versus consistent gains mentality also taps into, right, our next category, right? So the smart money mentality, right, is abundance based. Okay, retail is going to have a lack mindset. So the lack mindset is going to cause them to be filled with poverty-driven thoughts. Okay, the difference between the wealthy and the poor is nothing more than thoughts. So a poor individual, regardless of how much money you have in the bank, because monetary value means absolutely nothing in distinguishing wealth versus being poor. Because somebody who's wealthy and has skill sets, right, mentally, you can take everything away from them and they're going to be able to get it back. But somebody who's poor mentally, who didn't deserve or didn't work hard to maintain what they have, will just lose it. Okay? So lack mentality sits here and thinks, I can't do this. I won't have this. But an abundance-driven mindset says, I am this. I'm going to do this. So you need to ask yourself, are you in an abundance mindset or are you in a lack mindset? Most people will say, I'm in an abundance mindset. But if I were to ask you a question right now, imagine you lost everything that you have. How would you feel? And most of you would feel some type of way. I'm sure as humans we all would. But the difference between the wealthy and the poor is the wealthy will get over it faster. The poor, right, the people who have lack-driven mindsets dwell on things that they can't change and things that have already happened. Okay? So what that stems to next is this, right? So when you're trading with retail, right, if you have that mentality, right, the characteristics that I just named, you're typically going to be losing money. Okay? And the reason why you're going to be losing money is because you're thinking about all of the things that you don't have. You're thinking about all of the things that are going wrong. And I'm going to give you guys a secret, right? The more that you guys dwell on what you don't have, the more time you take away from attracting the things that you do. So, when you lose money, right, it's not going to be because what we're doing here doesn't work. It's going to be because you are not making the changes necessary that you need to make in order to become the successful person. Because right now where we're all at is the very basics. Okay? So going through just how to learn, how to trade, and how to be able to understand the markets is going to be a lot of fundamentals. Right? So with this being said, family, this right here, right, just for a quick recap, right, retail versus smart money, right, retail is going to want to get rich quick. Smart money, we're going to consistently want to get small gains, right? Retail has a lack mindset. Smart money is abundant, right? Retail loses money. Smart money builds wealth. So really, with that being said, family, right, I hope you guys enjoyed this first intro video, right, that just really describes the way that we trade. And stay tuned for the next video. Like I said, family, this is Cash and Pips, right? And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.